15-Minute Mondays, your kickstart to week high-energy 15-minute episode on the Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Daniel Greg Johnson. Let's get right into it. Hello everybody, welcome back on the Success Blueprint. It's Daniel. I hope that you had a fantastic weekend. The week has started and let's do your energy for Monday morning, a bit of motivation and some action steps that you can get right into the week. And what would be more telling than an episode about burnout? We have done one or two, but today I just looked at it from a bit of a different angle. And I think what's important to understand is burnout isn't too much work. It's too little payoff per unit of effort. Very often you learn how to manage time, like accountants almost, tracking hours, meetings and deadlines. But time isn't what's running out. Energy is. So the importance here is to understand that you need to have a fine balance between tracking your day, but also managing your energy levels and your bandwidth. Burnout doesn't come from doing too much. It comes from doing too much that doesn't matter. And in this episode, I will challenge the entire way you think about productivity because you don't need a new calendar app. You need a new calibration system all over. A Workday designed around energy cycles, not clock time. I talk about bandwidth a lot and that is an important thing to manage. Today, we dissect why your brain's performance curve has more to do with biology than willpower and how to use that insight to get more done with less depletion and a lot more meaning. So what's the problem that we're facing here? The traditional workday is broken. Many out there still operate on industrial era structures. Fixed hours, linear progress, and endless meetings that destroy focus. But your brain doesn't run in straight lines. It runs in waves. That's why I talk about bandwidth a lot. The real cause of burnout isn't volume, it's misalignment. Misalignment between energy and effort, between what you give and what you get. When output doesn't feel connected to progress, your nervous system stops releasing dopamine, the neurochemical that tells your brain this is worth it. That's why people feel exhausted, and even when they're not overloaded, they're not tired of work, they're tired of wasted work. So what's the cost and consequences? What do we pay here? When your day is structured around time instead of energy, you start trading efficiency for endurance, and you begin to resent your own to-do list. Yes, you might work longer, but accomplish less. You start equating exhaustion with contribution, as if fatigue equals value. And that's so far from the truth. That's not productivity. That's depletion disguised as discipline. And the worst part about that, burnout doesn't start with a collapse. It starts with numbness. The slow erosion of motivation, curiosity, and pride. You become efficient but empty. And the cruel irony is that high performers burn out faster. Not because they're weak, but because they care more than average performers. Burnout isn't a failure of resilience. It's a failure of architecture. And that's why I'm giving you a 5-step framework today with clear action steps that you can implement right now. So pause here, get something to write. Or if you're not at home, write it down later, listen to it again, take these 5 steps, implement them, and thank me later because they will change the way you look at your work. Number 1, redesign your day around energy cycles. Understand that your brain moves through 90 to 120 minute ultradian rhythms of focus, followed by a natural dip. It's almost like having a cup of coffee. What is the action that you can take here? Map your energy for 3 days. Identify when you're sharpest, deep work zone. When you slump, recovery zone. And when you coast, admin zone. And then schedule accordingly. Create one protected deep block daily for high value thinking, followed by deliberate recovery. Walk, stretch, disconnect, something that really makes you relaxed. Clock time measures effort. And energy cycles measure performance. Step number 2, the 3R loop. Reduce, reassign, remove. Burnout thrives in clutter. You can't heal in the same chaos that broke you. That's an important one to understand. What's the action that you can take here? List all current commitments. Mark them as either high return, neutral, or draining. Then apply the 3 Rs. Reduce what can be simplified. Reassign what someone else can do better. Remove what adds no strategic value. Every unnecessary task is tax on your focus. By clearing cognitive debris, you create mental real estate for progress. Step number 3, build a visible win ledger. Progress without visibility feels like stagnation. What's the action that you can take here? Keep a daily win ledger. Write 3 tangible outcomes achieved, no matter how small. This is not gratitude journaling, it's evidence tracking. Your brain needs proof of progress to stay motivated. When you see forward motion, energy refuels automatically because progress is the antidote to burnout. Step number 4, install micro recovery loops. The brain doesn't need a vacation, it needs rhythm. Action that you can take here: every 90 minutes, take a 2-minute sensory reset. Look at something distant, drink water, breathe, or step outside. Micro recovery keeps cortisol levels stable and prevents decision fatigue from snowballing. Think of recovery not as retreat, but as refueling between rounds. Step number 5, align effort with meaning. No optimization will save you if your effort isn't meaningful. What action can you take here? Each morning, ask yourself, what's one task today that actually moves the mission? Do that first. When work serves purpose, the nervous system releases dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, chemicals of engagement and not exhaustion, tribe. Burnout doesn't come from hard work, it comes from meaningless work. And how bad is meaningless work? Because don't we all want purpose? Well, you see, here you got the 5-step framework to fix that, and you can implement it right now. But what's the deeper meaning? Why is this so important? Well, the goal isn't balance, it's rhythm. Human performance was never meant to be constant. Remember this big thing around you called nature? How does it run? It runs in cycles, tides, seasons, sleep. You can't defy biology with coffee and discipline forever. It's not sustainable. Reclaiming your energy isn't about working less. It's about working aligned. When your output matches your inner rhythm, work starts feeling less like strain and more like flow. The anti-burnout workday isn't a luxury. It's a leadership strategy because your energy is your leverage. And no one leads well on an empty tank. Understand that, remember it. A senior executive client of mine averaged 12 to 14 hours a day, but admitted later, after we went through a program, only 2 were really productive. We mapped his natural energy spikes and rebuilt his schedule around 2 deep focus blocks and aligning the schedule with staff and everything and meetings to those times. And within 3 weeks, he cut hours by 25% while his output increased. And that's as simple as it is. Neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman has shown that deliberate rest, even closing your eyes for 10 minutes, resets dopamine and restores focus faster than caffeine. The research is clear. Strategic recovery isn't indulgence, it's performance insurance. Let me give you a couple of advanced strategies. Energy stack design. Pair demanding tasks with physical states that support them. Strategic calls after a walk. Writing after meditation. And then the noise audit. Identify 2 daily distractions and replace them with recovery rituals. Eliminate what drains and amplify what restores you. That's the secret. And then the feedback loop engineering. Use metrics that show progress visually. Dashboards, charts, streak trackers. Because dopamine depends on visible progress markers. You need to track it. If you can't measure it, it's not happening. That's as simple as it is. And that was the 5-step framework and some advanced strategies. Please write it down, listen to it again, use it, and it will work. I can guarantee you that if you have the discipline to implement. And let me give you your weekly challenge for immediate implementation. Run your anti-burnout audit this week. Number 1, track your energy for 3 days. Number 2, eliminate or delegate 1 low-value task daily. Number 3, add 1 visible win to your ledger each afternoon. And number 4, introduce 1 micro recovery ritual every 90 minutes and be disciplined with it. And by Sunday, you'll feel the difference. I guarantee you that. And if not, you can call me, drop me a message and tell me I talk rubbish. But you will feel the difference. I can guarantee you that. Not from working less, but from working right. I have done this. It works. Many of my leaders have done it that I coach. Many of my executives implement that in their workflow. And it is surefire, a way to get you aligned and feel better about your day. And what's my call to action for you? Please, guys, help me. There is a reason why I sit here, and that is for you. I do this for you. I invest all this time into you to create some good content, free content, and frameworks that really work, that are proven in real-world coaching with top leaders around the world, executives, teams, and individuals. And all that I ask for you, if this episode spoke to you, share it. Someone in your circle is mistaking exhaustion for excellence, and they need this reframe. Subscribe, review, and join me every Monday for another performance breakthrough designed to protect your energy, focus, and purpose. And then we grow the tribe because we all want to come together at face value and become better at this thing called life and business. So I really appreciate you. Comment and rate, that's the most important thing. Every review, every comment helps me to climb the algorithm. And as per usual, let's not forget our sponsor, Doc Marty Mushrooms. Just as your workday needs renewal, so does your body. That's why this episode is supported by Doc Marty Mushrooms, nature's cognitive upgrade for clarity, resilience, and focus. Marty's passion for helping people rebuild vitality mirrors this message perfectly. Sustainable energy, strategic rhythm, and deep recovery. So visit docmarty.com and use the code DAN20, DAN20 for a 25% exclusive to the Success Blueprint discount on your first purchase. Don't miss it. Also got a great children product. Check it out, docmarty.com. And I want to leave you with one thought in closing. You don't beat burnout by stopping work. You beat burnout by redesigning the system that produces it. Because mastery isn't doing more. It's extracting maximum meaning and energy from what matters most. And that's it, guys. That's it for the 15-Minute Monday. I hope that you have a fantastic week. Join me again next week. I hope that you get through this week with a lot of energy and less burnout and more alignment. And have a fantastic one. It's Daniel Craig Johnson, your host on the Success Blueprint, with my promise, I'll be back. Take care, tribe.